Gotta be pretty. Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Well, today I have a big announcement. I have produced a second book. Here it is. Wisdom from the Road is what we're calling it, a 25-year journey of reflection. And it's the best of Cheap RV Living blog by myself. So, of course, I produced one other book, I think in 2011. It's been a long time, about 13 years ago. Way past due for an update, but that's a job for another day. This book, which will be out in August of 2024, is just old writings I did on my website, CheapRVliving.com. I started my website in 2005, so it's been on up there for a long time, and I've written, I believe, literally thousands of articles for it. And a lot of them are more philosophical and even spiritual, about the thinking behind van dwelling more than just the nuts and bolts. So my job, I think of as two things: to inspire you to become a nomad, and then to teach you how. So there's the inspiration, and then there's the nuts and bolts. Well, so I'm in this book, I have picked out the best of the inspirational. So it's not the how to do it, it's the why to do it. So I think I went back, and of course I had to go back and reread all these and edit them and bring them up to date. And as I did that, I thought, wow, I'm surprised. This is surprisingly good. I'm kind of amazed that I was able to do that writing all by myself. And I'm certainly not a professional writer, but after writing thousands of articles, blog posts, I got pretty good at it. So I was really amazed, and I hope you will consider purchasing this book. It will be out on Kindle as an electronic book on Amazon.com. So just look up Wisdom from the Road by Bob Wells and you can find it. And it will be out as a paperback, on-demand paperback from Amazon as well. That's the only place you can buy it, is on Amazon. So go there. And yeah, I think I think you will be glad you did. Now, everything that's in this book is also available to you for free on my website. So you don't have to buy this book. One of the commitments I made to myself at the very beginning of my media career of promoting nomadic living was that I would never charge for the information I had to give. So this is all available for you at free. You want to go to the website, it's still up, CheapRVliving.com, and then take a look at that, and you can find all these posts. It's buried in other thousands of others, so what I've done is save you the effort and re-edit them and recertify them as something I want to put in a book. I think it's going to be worth your effort. I really hope you will go purchase the book and then read it and leave a post. Leave an honest post. Don't just say, "Oh, I know and I like Bob, so I'm gonna." The book's crap, but I'm gonna give it a good post anyway. Don't do that. If it's a great book, you like it, it's a good book, read it and give it a post. And if you hate it, go ahead and give it a bad post. I mean, that's you know, you got to be honest. Honesty is the key, and if you're not going to be honest, then man, you shouldn't even be in the business. So I hope you will go and do that. Now I'm going to read you one selection. This is going to be kind of an author reading. This is something I enjoyed, and it's a quote. And if you know me, I love quotes. I've got quotes scattered everywhere and everything I do. So I'm just going to read you a little bit what I wrote. This is one of my favorite quotes. That's why I've chosen this reading. This quote is from a woman named Anais Nin. She lived in the middle 1900s, and and for that time, she was an amazing woman. What she accomplished and was able to do in the 1900s. So this is the quote. "And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom." And she has created this incredibly powerful picture. So here's this flower, tight in a bud, and so afraid of change that it wouldn't bloom. And so this is what I wrote about it. "There is so much visual imagery in these words. I can easily imagine a wildflower in a tight bud, straining with all its might to keep from opening up. It fears change. It fears the unknown and what will happen if it loosens its hold on the present. The pressure to let go was becoming unbearable and painful. It doesn't know how much longer it can hold on against the compulsion to bloom. Finally, it had endured all it could. No more. It let go. And slowly and inevitably, the gorgeous colors unfolded into the waiting sun until it was in full, spectacular bloom. Shivering in the sun, it adopted to its new existence. Wait a minute, this isn't so bad. In fact, it feels pretty good. Soon this giant two-legged walking thing stopped to admire it, bending down, sniffing the bloom and smiling. Oh my, this felt more than good. This was wonderful. There was such a sense of worth and value. This is what it was born for, its reason to exist. The rush of joy was indescribable. Why did I fight this? I should have rushed into it headlong instead of dreading it. Day after indescribable day passed, each more wondrous than the one before. It worshipped the sun, and in return the sun worshipped it. Flying insects came and browsed, and it felt so pleased that it played such an important, essential part in the ongoing universe. It felt so gloriously alive to be contributing to life. After what seemed like forever, the magic of its life seemed to slow down. The wind no longer felt like a loving caress, but started to feel harsh. Its delicate petals were becoming tattered and bent. Then one day, some of the petals blew off and blew away in the wind. He knew his time was ending and his days were numbered. He remembered those days fighting with all his might not to bloom. What a waste. It was his only regret. Every moment since he bloomed was heaven, even the rainy, stormy days. Finally came the day when he worshiped the sun one last time. One moment he was there, and the next he was not. But he is never really gone. He just changed. He had learned his lessons from those horrible days when he fought the natural order of things. This time he embraced the change happening to him, knowing that the change was frightening, but what lay on the other side was even more incredible than what he had now. And so it was. And there's a little more in there, but I'll stop there. My friends, you and I are those flowers. You are a thing of wonder and beauty, and we fight it so hard because we're afraid. A mediocre present is worth more than a fabulous future to most of us. And I hope this little story, this little flower, taught us a lesson. Don't fight blooming. Allow yourself to bloom. And this applies so much to nomadic living. You know, we won't let go, and we have to cling to the security of our homes and our jobs and the security of where we are and the things that and the people that surround us. And something amazing and wonderful is waiting for you on the other side. If you feel that urge to bloom, let go and follow it. That's my hope for you. And this book is full of these. That's just one of many. And so I hope you will consider ordering it off of Amazon. Again, it's Wisdom from the Road, a 25-year journey of life, the best of Cheap RV Living blog by Bob Wells. If you go purchase a copy, I'd be very, very grateful. And if you'll leave a review, that's the most, if you've ever thought, Bob, I really appreciate this channel and what all Bob has done. This is more than you can do in any other thing. More people will find the book, more people will read the book, and hopefully they will be inspired to join us and live a life of beauty and joy that they never comprehended, that they never thought was possible. I hope you'll join me in that. And again, everything that's in here is free in the website. You don't have to pay for it. I don't charge for anything I know. So folks, if you got anything out of this video, if you like this, I hope you go buy the book. And I'll see you on the next video where we'll discuss more about how to bloom in your new nomadic life. See you then.